Hey guys and girls, you join me, FoxGreen, here again today, and we are looking at two new products by EShooter. We're going to be checking out their beautiful Flare M tracer unit, and we're also going to be looking at these lovely Sentry 2 Bluetooth target system, which I really like. This review is sure to have you sit up and pay attention because these are awesome new products on the airsoft market. What did I tell you? Let's get into this review and see what these bad boys are all about. Pretty sweet. Okay, we're first going to take a look at what's in the box with this beautiful Sentry 2 Bluetooth target system. So yeah, nice little box. You can see right here up front, it's Google and Android compatible on the app. Yeah, it comes in two different color modes. We have tan and we have black. So this is the tan version. So I'll open it up and let's see what we get. Okay, so as can be expected, you get a nice user manual. Pretty detailed. Looks like it's going into the app here, showing off lots of bits of the app. And obviously we got our nice QR codes here, which are going to be very useful for connecting to the app, downloading it, and all that kind of good stuff. We have a USB Type-C charging cable, very important. And we have the actual target system itself. Now I've already opened this and already used it, but yep, it's right here. Okay, let's get the box out of the way. So that is EShooter Sentry 2 Bluetooth target system and everything you expect to get in the box. Now let's take a look at what we get with the Flare M tracer unit. So let's just put this stuff to one side. So I have been running this with the past few weeks in games, so I've actually lost the box. But what you essentially get is what you see right here, which is the tracer unit itself, which has a screw-off front section here. Let me just show you. With four 5mm LEDs and a USB Type-C charging port. Now, you'll also get a cable with it for charging that, which connects in like so. And you'll get yourself a nice user manual as well, which will go through all the different bits that you get in the box. So you can see here, it comes with one 14mm to 11mm counterclockwise thread adapter, and itself is a clockwise adapter for pistols. So you can actually screw this straight on, or you can use the adapter, and then that will cover pretty much all the platforms you'll need it for. I will note that this thread adapter is actually very nice because it's got a hole in it for putting a tool through. If it gets too tight, you can actually disconnect it really nicely. These things have a habit on most guns of getting stuck on the end of the barrel. So it's nice that it has that hole that you can actually free it if you need to. Again, the user manual looks really decent and it goes through everything, including all the 8 color modes and the 2 different RGB modes. As you can see, QR codes ready to rock. So just a few other basics about these two systems is this Flare M tracer unit is basically a competitor to Acetec's Bifrost. It is essentially the same thing. Now I have a Bifrost here just to show you for comparison. Acetec do a smaller version of the Bifrost like this as well. However, this is the traditional Bifrost. As you can see, there is a fair difference in size, but yeah, you can get a similar Bifrost style this small from Acetec also. But yeah. Now, another thing you might notice is that the buttons for controlling it are on the back, whereas in the Bifrost, you actually have to screw off the back. And the cool thing is, there's 2 versions of this Flare M. This is the regular one, but you also have a Flare M Bluetooth, which allows you to change them with a phone app rather than using these buttons on the back. Now, the Sentry 2 Bluetooth one I have here obviously has an app that goes along which can time your shots, set up different game scenarios, but you can also get it without that. So you can get it just as a target that reacts when it's hit. So, you know, there's options. There's more than one option for both of these products here. This is the non-Bluetooth one and this is the Bluetooth one. So this Flare M will retail for $79, or that's €74. And the Bluetooth Sentry 2 target system here will retail for $89 or €84. Now, if you buy bundles of these, so buy 2 or buy 3 packs, you get discounts. And Personally, I think 3 is a good amount. It's not too little or not too much, and allows you to do the best training scenarios. So 3 is very good. Okay, so let's actually get into the features of both these products. Let's first of all remove the Flare M and talk about the features on this lovely Sentry 2 Bluetooth target system. So one of the first things you'll see here is it's got this really nice stainless steel plate, which is SUS 303 steel, which is very strong. It'll take all the hits up to 5 joules, no problem from airsoft. You can also do Nerf and other things like that, and it will react when it's hit from all of those powerful and lower strength airsoft replicas. Other than this plate actually can be removed here and replaced even if it did get damaged. This also has an RGB light here at the front, which when set to night mode will light up the target at night. So there is actually 2 options. There's a day mode and night mode, which I'll show you in a second. It's also got these front LED lights, which are indicators. Now when these go red, that means it's got 15% battery left, but you should be able to get up to 10,000 shots out of this before the battery runs down. On the bottom you got these nice 4 rubber pads, which are really solid and will actually really stop it from moving. It's got a 3.7 volt 18650 rechargeable battery. It comes pre-installed. Now you will have to undo this and take off the plastic on the battery to get it to function when you first get it. It also has obviously USB Type-C charge port here, a reset button, and here's your on and off mode. So you have an on daytime mode, which is the first option here, which is set to, so you can see the indicators, meaning it's not connected here. And then you've got the nighttime mode, which lights up the RGB light here in the front, also lighting up that target. It won't break if you move this manually also, which I really like. It is 285 grams, so quite light. It should operate in temperatures of -10 degrees up to 60 degrees Celsius, which is really good. Okay, so now what I want to show you guys is the app for this Sentry 2 target system. So first thing we're going to do here is turn it on. Now for full effect, I'm going to turn it on with the RGB lights. So the first notch, as I said here, is actually daytime. So that's the target, as you can see, on. It reacts almost instantaneously. But we'll turn on to the RGB mode. So you can see we've got a blue light in the front and blue lights on this target light also. So if I go back into my app here, I'm going to simply select the EShooter app. Now I've already downloaded this from the App Store using the QR code earlier. I was in this earlier. So when you come into it, essentially this is what you're going to see in the app when you first open it up. And I'm going to select, you can see there's lots of other products they have here, including that Flare Bluetooth tracer unit, which I don't have. They've got some ECUs and all kinds of nice stuff as well. But I'm going to go into Sentry 2 Bluetooth because that's what I have. And you can see that I have 1 target registering here. Now, this is the cool thing. If I get a second target, let's just do it here. And I also turn this one on. I put them both side by side like that. And I go into Sentry 2. You'll see they instantly pop up. It's really cool. I just tap on them, select them, and go OK. And then we're straight into our game modes. So we have a training mode, and in this we have both a standard and a random mode. So essentially the standard mode is shoot all the targets as fast as possible. Bang, bang, they knock down and they stay down. And in the random mode, there's a hostage, so it'll be illuminated with a different color. So essentially with the hostage one, you want to shoot all the targets bar the hostage, and if you hit the hostage one, you'll lose some points. So again, it's all time-based, point-based, which is really cool. Then you've got a battle mode, and you can do up to 4 players with this, but essentially you can have loads of targets set up, and it's the first out of those players, whether it's 2, 3 or 4, to knock all their targets wins. So I really like that. That's awesome. And also there's an unstoppable mode. So in this is actually the one I do the most when I'm playing on my own. I just set up all my targets and I keep shooting, and it's like infinity. They keep knocking down and resetting, knocking down, resetting. So I can shoot them in all different combos as much as I want. So for me, I like training mode and I like unstoppable mode. For this demonstration, let's just go into unstoppable mode. And again, you get lots of different options here. You can go with mixed colors, single colors, start time 5 seconds, 3 seconds. So let's just move this to 3 seconds. Number of targets. So again, if I had more or less targets, I can select them here. And then simply when you're ready, you just go to ready. And what you'll see happen here now is they're green. They're both set to green, meaning they're ready to rock. And if I go start, I get the 3 second countdown. Now, you can see here that it's not recording anything till I hit the first target. Now, if I actually flick this target, it might actually simulate a hit. There you go. It just simulated really quick. But yeah, essentially, yeah, they work on impact, so you can see them kind of working there. So essentially that's what they do. They keep going, and then when you finish, they both reset and go down, as you can see there. So that's kind of that mode and how they operate. Now, actually, one thing I was missing there is the volume. Let me just show you there again. If I go ready again, and when I hit start, when it goes blue, it'll give a countdown.
Shooter, ready.
Boom. So it's kind of cool. Again, you can be holstered up until you hear that ring. It's just really, really nice. Let me show you one of the other game modes now also. So if we go back and we select both our targets, let's go into training mode. And again, let's go with a 3 second timer just to speed it up. Target type, so you can change like what the points are worth, the colors of them. You can, as you see, there's your standard and random mode. So let's go ready. If I hit start,
Shooter, ready.
Counts down. Boom, boom. So it's going to count until they're hit. So you can see they're both up like that. One is green, one is red. That one's hit. And you can see it's given me the shot count, 2 shots, 9 seconds to hit them both, and it gives you points and hit factor. Now, the one thing that's annoying, and I wish it picked up on, is if I actually dry fire and shoot, the audio on the phone, I would love if it picked up that I fired, but it missed the target. So, meaning that obviously it would count as a shot, but a miss. It doesn't do that, so it only counts when they're actually impacted. That would be a nice feature if they could like update the app that, you know, if the gun goes or fires, it'll register as a shot but not a hit unless it impacts on the target and it reacts. That'd be something that'd be very, very cool if they brought it out, but unfortunately they don't actually have in it at the moment. But you can see they work really well. First of all, one thing I really like about this is the buttons on the back. So one is a color mode and one is your mode button. Now, it comes with 3 modes, which I'll show you in a second. But essentially, you can do just flash, which is the LEDs on the front. You can do flash and tracer, or you can do just tracer if you want to if you really don't want to give away your location as much. So the C button here, naturally enough, is your color button. So if I turn this on, this will change between 8 different colors. So you've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, darker blue, kind of a pink. You have a white. You have an RGB or a rainbow one, which will light up the BBs in all the colors of the rainbow. And you also have a dynamic mode, which actually will, as you shoot, the colors will keep changing, which I really like. That's actually quite cool. So that's essentially that. Now, if I take off this front portion here, we have our USB Type-C charging point. And that's essentially all there is to this. It's equipped, ready to attach to the actual tracer, or to a pistol tracer unit, but it does come with that adapter, like I said also. The body of this is made of like a strong alloy metal. It's CNC'd, so it'll take lots of hits. This plastic up front is not going to break either. It'll take a lot of hits, so those LEDs behind that should be quite safe. It's a 320 milliamp hour battery, and again, I think it gets somewhere in the region of 10,000 shots before you need to charge it. I often find those values are not true with most of these tracer units, that you get quite a bit less, but nonetheless, this does have a good battery life. It's definitely going to last you more than 1 full day's gaming, so that's all that matters. It's about 45 grams, which is really, really light, and it's 28 mil in diameter and 54 millimeters long, so it's nice and compact. It should operate in temperatures as low as minus 20 degrees Celsius and up to temperatures of 60 degrees Celsius, so really nice. Now, the beauty of these smaller tracer units is that they can fit inside some of your mock cooler looking suppressors. Let me just show you an example of that. So here you see I have a quick detach Novritsch suppressor, a replica one naturally enough, and if I remove some of the foam sections of this and take the top off this, you can see, easily fit this in. Now it's loose. It's very easy to wrap electrical tape around this to get a tight, snug fit. However, if you're creative, you can simply 3D print very small inner 28 millimeter rings like I've done here, which work really, really nice. And you can just simply mount that bad boy in like that. And you can see the foam is making it springy. And you can mount it onto a much cooler looking tracer unit or silencer to make it look a bit cooler in your gun, which is awesome. This is personally how I would run it, and the nice bit about this Novritsch silencer is it actually already has holes on the front cover which will allow that flash to come through if you really, really want. Now it's time to try out this little tracer unit to see how it performs with green tracers and red tracers. This is often an ultimate test of a tracer unit in that all will do green tracers and very few do red. Now it doesn't say on the website whether this is rated for red tracers. There are some brands out there that can do it and some that can't. But look, let's just try it. So first of all, I'm going to turn this on. So I'm going to turn it on. So that's, I'm just going to turn it just to the tracer mode, okay? Which it should be set at now. And we're going to take some green. And we're also going to take some red here. And we're just going to drop them through. And we're going to see how bright they light up. So green first. So you can see that's light up really nicely. And let's try the red. No. So you can see the difference here. Let's go red first this time. So it's not really looking like it's rated for red tracers, which is fine. It doesn't state that it is. There's red. No. Green. Absolutely. And now let me just show you a comparison with a tracer unit that's actually rated for red tracers and what that actually looks like. Okay, so here is a tracer unit that's rated for both green and red. So let's just put the Flare M to one side, and if you just put a green through this, you'll see that's green, interestingly enough, and red. And there you go, the red is lit up also. So that is the funny difference between some tracers. So some can just do green and not do red, and some can do both, green and red. So it's interesting, but at least you have the facts now and you can see what it's rated for. It's green BBs only. I can actually change the color here on the back of this. So if I press the C button, I can go through all these crazy different colors. You can see it's pretty bright. So I think there's 8 colors, and then there's a rainbow mode and a dynamic mode which changes as you shoot through it. The rainbow mode lights up non-tracer BBs in like a rainbow pattern, which is quite mad. So let's just go to like green here. So in this mode, if I drop the BB through, it just flashes and it doesn't light the BB up. Okay, that's one mode. The next mode should make the BB light up and flash. So there you go. Flash. And obviously it depends what color you have. I can change it to different colors and I'll get the same idea. And then the other mode is just tracer on its own, and it only barely lights up. You can see that. So essentially they're the 3 modes that you have with this tracer unit. Hey guys, so today we are going to look at these lovely Sentry 2 EShooter targets. These are Bluetooth targets that work off your phone. Really nice smart targets. As you can see, I've already shot them quite a bit. But we're also going to be looking at this lovely Flare M tracer unit for airsoft guns, and yeah, we're going to be testing this out. Now I'll be showing you this a bit later this evening, but for the sake of this I'm going to still put it on even during these daytime tests. And I'm actually going to be mainly focusing on these targets first, just to show you what they're like and how the app works. Be shooting this with a bit of HBA here today. So I have got my extended MB5 mags, which are very, very nice. They do a great job. Yeah, it shoots pretty nice, I would say. So start game.
Shooter, ready.
So let that count down a second. They'll all pop up here now in about 1 second. So in the unstoppable mode, when you shoot them, you can see they're going to keep popping up. Don't you just love seeing those BBs just get smashed to pieces? So these targets are quite tough. Let me shoot the plastic. Oh, we're out of BBs, typical. Okay, let me just shoot the plastic here for you guys and show you how resilient they are. Okay. You notice how when I'm shooting the plastic they're going down, but they're well able to take the hit. Okay, so let's back this up. So now that we're back in a bit of range, let's have a play around with it. So as you can see guys, it's actually quite cool. They're quite fun, they're very responsive, they go down really nicely. Now even though I'm close here, it's still good training because you can try your quick draw. I would recommend start up close, then back it out further and further and get faster and faster. It's really, really good. They are definitely good for training. So the more you train, the better. They're very cool targets. I actually really like them, and there's lots of different game modes. You can pair this with other people, and as I said, up to 10 targets, set up different scenarios where you walk through the room. I think these things are really, really well worth it. Something that a lot of people are going to like. You can see here the little light that's on the Flare M, indicating that it's on, which is a nice visual representation for you guys. So now we're going to shoot at these targets again downrange and see in the slightly darker conditions how bright these tracers are. So again, just going to fire a few shots off, and just for a bit of fun. Hip fire with the tracers only. Bringing it up. These tracers are really good fun, and actually so are those targets down there. So guys, what we're actually going to do now is we're going to put the Flare M inside in this Novritsch Mox suppressor, so I can actually shoot it from my lovely AEG, my SSR9. Okay, so let's see what this shoots like. Now we're going to take a look at my conclusion of these two products to see what I think. So essentially, from having these with the last few weeks, being hands-on with them, using them in games and using them for training, I think they're both really solid products. They are really well made. There's no question about the quality you're getting. They function, they do the job, they do exactly what they say in the tin. Although it's a brand you may not have heard of, I can reliably say they're very good, and I'd highly recommend them. I'd recommend them as much as all the premium brands out there. They're definitely doing a really good job with both these products, and they have other products on their website, EShooter, as well. So I personally think you can't go wrong with these. They seem to function flawlessly. So now, finally, would I recommend both these products? The simple answer is yes, I absolutely would. I would definitely recommend them both. This, obviously, the tracer here is definitely something I would recommend, especially if you can't get your hands on the Ace-Tech one. Now, it is a little bit more expensive, but the shipping is included. The only thing I would say to that is that you might have to pay customs, so it's hard to know what that would work out in the end. But both products are made in China, so that means you're going to be probably paying customs for both of them regardless. This is a competitor to the Bifrost, and I do like it in some ways because, you know, the buttons are right there on the outside. It's not like the Bifrost, which I actually have here, which you actually have to screw off the back to get at the buttons, as you can see here. So, I mean, it's a little bit annoying that, you know, you have to screw off the back, whereas with the Flare M, you just have the ability to turn them on, as you can see here, and you can cycle through the different colors very simply. I just like the fact that I don't have to screw it off. It's all there. But you can see they're both basically the same type of product in short, and they both do the job really nicely. With the Sentry 2 target system here, I really have a lot of fun with this, and it definitely improves your game. Obviously, the more targets you buy in a bundle, the cheaper you get them. You can run, I think, up to 10 targets, and you can play all different types of game scenarios. It definitely improves your shooting skills. It's definitely robust, so I'd highly recommend them as well. Other brands out there do target systems, but I think the value for money on these is really good. The app is really good. Connecting to them is super fast. I mean, I was really blown away. It's just literally turn on the app, turn on the targets, and they just pop up and just select all the targets you want, and that's it. There was no messing around with connection. Like, they're easier to connect than AirPods or anything like that. I just thought they were very, very good. So anyway, guys and girls, I'm FoxGreen. I hope you enjoyed this review video, and I hope you like the fact that I'm bringing a different type of product to you that you might not have heard of before. Go check them out. There's a link in the video description below if you like them. If not interested, then don't. It doesn't affect me in any way. Regardless, I'd like to see your thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know if you like this video. And I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Take, see me on fire, see that I can break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain.